YouTube? What's going on, man? Mike Sweetman here, giving you guys another video. In today's video, we are going to go over the actually pre-routine approach, or actually hitting approach, that Mike Trout does that we are going to do in this game. Okay, all right. So it's something I'm really excited, really look forward to getting into. It's something that I want to, that I have tried out, that you guys can give it a go and see how well you guys can do in rank seasons or battle royale, etc. But before we get into that video, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit those bell notifications button so that you guys are notified for my future uploads on this channel. Okay. Also, if you guys can as well, follow my social media as well, including my Twitch channel, Twitter, social media, so that you guys are notified for any future content / news or updates that I have for you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our video. All right, guys. All right, so diving into this video, we are going to basically talk about the pre-game approach, or pre-game practice, or BP practice, before you even jump into a ranked seasons game. Okay, so I hear a lot of things from the show community, have different ideas and so forth. Use the sliders, use this. I'm talking about the mental approach, okay? And the mental approach we're going to kind of steal from today is actually none other than from the great guy himself, is Mike Trout. Okay, Mike Trout is actually the guy that we're going to test out today, his approach. All right, so with Mike Trout's approach when it comes to BP is something where in the first round, he's always going opposite field. And then after opposite field, then he kind of works the gaps. Okay, so how do we kind of progress that into the custom practices and in the show? Well, lucky for us, we got it right here. Okay, so when it comes to the first round, we're going to go fastball, and you can go fastball, slurve, sinker, change, which I kind of recommend you do. You see more pitches, the better. Okay, you go outside zone, and then with Mike Trout, we're using Mike Trout himself because he's the one that created this approach, or, this is his approach. We're just going to work, opposite field. We're going to work on the outer part of the zones, trying to go oppo with it. Working under timing and going the other way, man. That's how we're doing it, okay? And that one I kind of missed a lot. Looks like, yep, great timing, just missed it on the PCI, but that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to create the timing mechanism to learn how to go the opposite way. Okay, so once we get this done, this will be a lot easier once you go into ranked seasons, to obviously learn how to go the opposite way and how to time the opposite, on the outer part of the zones. And because I know it could be difficult, man. It's something that I've noticed in the past, even myself, facing a pitch, especially an outlier guy that throws really hard. It's really hard to time that pitch. And it feels like you got to be like super early on it. And what better way to do it than to go into practice and learn how to hit it? So that's what Mike Trout's first round approach is in regards to batting practice, is to learn how to go oppo. And right now, that's what I'm just trying to do, trying to track it and learn to just hit to the right side. Okay, and if we miss, it's okay, but we're just learning how to pepper it or hit it to the right part of the field, okay, to the opposite side of the field, okay? All right, but that is his first round. Let's go ahead and go into his second round, which is basically working the gaps. And the best way to work the gaps is to have both the inside zones and the outside zones check mark. You can face sliders, sinkers, changes, whatever, all the pitches, the better. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to work on both sides of the plate and work in the gaps. The gap, we're going gap to gap here. Okay, so right now we're just trying to visualize both parts of the inside and the outer zones to have a better eye for. But we're trying to work gap to gap right now. Okay, all right. And it can be very difficult, I gotta be honest, man. Especially because I have my sliders up, so it's kind of even more difficult. But you're trying to work both gaps, and you're trying to learn how to hit that outlier fastball, just in case it happens. Okay, but that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to work gap to gap to create that eye, to create that timing down, so that once we dive into ranked seasons, we're ready to go. We got our timing ready. And we got that BP ready, and we are solid, and we're ready to hit those perfects like we want to. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. We went over the pregame BP approach in regards to the show and what Mike Trout uses in real life and what you guys can use in the show 21 as you go into custom practice and so forth. Okay. This is something that I noticed that has helped me a lot with the outside pitch, because honestly, man, I mean, if we're going to be real, bro, like, you're going to get that outside pitch more likely than not, especially if it's an outlier guy. More likely you are going to get inside too, but the outside is where you get a lot of Ks. You get a lot of, very weak hits. Okay. So what better way to do it is to learn from Mike Trout himself, using his batting practice routine to make us a better hitter in the show 21. All right. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like and comment in the comment sections below on what your approach is in the show 21 in regards to batting practice before games. Okay. All right. Also subscribe to the channel, hit those bell notifications buttons so that you guys are notified from the future uploads of this channel. Also follow my social media, follow my Twitch channel. We try to stream mostly every day except for Wednesdays and Sundays. Sometimes, depending on per week, we switch up the schedule. So also follow my Twitter, where you could get notified of what's going on and if I'm streaming or not and so forth, and you can get some updates as well. But other than that, that's it for this video. I wish you guys nothing but perfects and pinpoint pitching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and good luck.